2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, coming right up, the Los Angeles Clippers taking the floor against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they're enjoying a terrific postseason run, only one loss so far. A definite title contender, but they're just taking it one game at a time.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. It's the Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Cook out there with Shea. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. LeBron against Leonard. And the rejection by Harrell. And the shot goes in.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Unloads from 13. And he knocks down the jumper.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And they're pushing it up. George with the ball. Now guarded by Jay. No good there with the step back Jay. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They come off the loss on Friday.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
The impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Now here's Beverly. T right on him. Over to the left wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Jay.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Here is Cook. It's stolen by Morris. Now here's Beverly. Defense is right there. George with no one around. Finds himself wide open and drills it. George has got his second basket of the game. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's Goulet. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Beverly. He's off on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
And he was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were very composed all through their Game 1 upset. He's hoping for more of the same tonight. He told me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. but I'm going to get ahead of myself. If we go home with a 2-0 lead, we're going to be real tough to beat. I'd say so, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron against Leonard. LeBron dishes to Shea. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shea's got 5.
Not one to be denied. Shea has developed some thick skin in the NBA. He beats the good D that time.
Leonard against LeBron. And the rejection by LeBron. But they get it back. Leonard the pass to Harrell. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Down low, Leonard with the steal. The numbers in their favor. Here's George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Loads it up for Davis. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. Shea, number 1. Shot clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Shea's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The scouts questioned his desire in college as to how hard he played. Shea showing that he's got the fire here in this one.
Here's Leonard. Cans the shot from the wing. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Shea kicks to Davis. Cook looking it over. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Big group substitute. Group substitution here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Morris. Murray comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Shea's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. And George is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Paul George. Then there's Harrell. And it's Williams at the 2 guard. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Clippers moving the ball around. George way outside. Not going to go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Shea outside. A beautiful reverse layup. Shea's got 9 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jackson passes to George. On the wing, Williams. Over Green. And the Clippers miss again.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Harrell the call and will shoot 2.
Just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Murray. And Cook subbed in for Danny Green. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Andrew Beverly's checked in for Lou Williams.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George against LeBron. George double-teamed. Morris outside. Passes to Beverly. To halt the run. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide-open look for James. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Clippers did some solid work. He scored 22 points, and it was impressive how many times he was able to get himself to the foul line and capitalize. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they want to keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now Harrell. Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And Howard with the stuff.
Something about it, the game feels like it's slowing down out there with Shea, who's seeing the whole court.
Clippers trail by 6. George looking around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got 11 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
It's stolen. Shea outside. Count that bucket. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
George against James. From 13, and it's George missing.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Rebounded by Howard.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And James gets it to go on the assist by Shea. And now an 11-point Laker lead. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it down hard.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact, Kevin.
Lakers leading by 9. Stolen by George. To the inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. The Lakers on offense. Cook, the pass to Morris. Feeds it to Shea. And it's sent back by George.
He can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Hondo comes in for Quinn Cook. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patterson comes in for Morris. Here's Goulet, and it's sent back by George. 107 left to play in the first half. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Shea.
Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And both free throws good for Paul George.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Here's Shea. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Shea's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And here's Beverly. Now the pass to Patterson. Dishes it to George. And the 3 off target.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clippers trail by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Shea. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Goulet, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Shea's got 22 points. And stolen by Shea. And stolen by Patterson. Here's George. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. George has got 16.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back. We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Cook, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. The shot's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clippers trail by 8. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Leonard on the wing. And sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Clock at 4, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. LeBron James, number 1. Shea is second.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. LeBron passes to Goulet. And the rejection by Harrell. Leonard with no one around. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Cook dishes to LeBron. On the wing, Shea. Defended by George. Here's Shea. The feed to Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Davis has got 5 points so far.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Morris. Back to Beverly. And it's sent back by Howard. And he's able to get it back. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. And finally they hit one. 6 points for him.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Out to the wing. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Williams. Right side Davis. It's good. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Williams passes to Leonard. Over James. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Leonard.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Jay kicks to Davis. That one falls.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Williams passes to Harrell. Back to Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
Here's LeBron, and there's another one for the Lakers.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Clippers trail by 7. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Snatched away. It's tipped. Williams with the steal. George with the ball. Jay's there. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
Passes it to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. 6 to shoot. Inside, Williams. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Goulet passes to LeBron.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Clippers trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Shoots from 8. And it's Leonard missing.
Pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense. I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up to the hoop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that.
The Clippers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Reggie Jackson out there, Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in its center. And they double up Jay. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Jay.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Lead away. A rebound by the Lakers.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
George against Kuzma. And George kicks to Jackson. elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers leading by 23. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside Jackson. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Beverly for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Rondo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Che. Back to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. McGee with it. On the wing, Che. Defended by Beverly. A nice shot by Che.
How about that? A mid-range Jay. Che's got a little old school to his game.
George against Kuzma. Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Leonard. Tipped away. Tries again. And it's Zubac laying it in.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Kuzma, and good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Leonard. Fires from 18. That one misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. Shea left side. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, the great thing about the NBA is that you can prove yourself on a nightly basis. Che's stock fell staying 4 years in college. A lot of analytics guys don't like the fact that as you get older, you maybe don't have the chance to reach a higher ceiling, but he's performed since he's entered the league.
To the paint, here's Kuzma, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now Shamet. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Che. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All of that earned right there. It's become Che's mantra since he's gotten into the NBA.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Man passes to Morris. Shamet on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Yep, that one goes.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here is Cook. To the middle. Here's Goulet. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Really wild to think that there were doubts on Che's commitment to the game. He's proving himself and proving that he can hoop.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Danny Green, he's checked in for Murray. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Cook. On the wing, Green. Passes it to Shamet. Now here's Noah. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 5. Over Green. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
And the confidence of Morris, even with the hand in his face, he knows he can deliver.
And the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game. Morris inside. He's against Green. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Shamet missing. The Lakers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Kuzma passes to Shea. Back to Kuzma. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Now, here's Shamet. Covered by Shea. And it's sent back by Morris. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Waiters outside. Pass to Shea. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Lakers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shea.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Count it.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And Waiters kicks to Kuzma. Shea inside. He's covered by Shamet. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Kuzma.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Shamet trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shea passes to Waiters. Loads it up for Waiters.
Interesting thing about Waiters, no matter how many All-Stars he's playing with, he still feels like he can be the best scorer on the court at times.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Just a massive victory.
It's overstated. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0, we would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's game.
That concludes this broadcast.
This is Hank and Hornet on
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Cook. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And Harrell's in at the 5 spot. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. Good, nice job down low.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Beverley looking around. Leonard draws the double. The shot comes out. Great D that time from James. Shoots over Leonard. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Shea.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He admitted that stealing a game on the road was a big deal for them. He knows that their opponent has the talent to take it right back. So he told his players, expect a battle. You're going to have to fight for every 50-50 ball. Guys, take care of home court. This series is ours. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here is Cook after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, you know, that right there is a case of Shea knowing how to use his body to not only shield the defender, but to get the and one chance, too.
Free throw, good. Shea. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George with the bounce pass. And it's Harrell at the elbow. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Knocked away. Howard with the steal. Davis dishes to James. And again, it's the Lakers.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Pass to Morris. Inside, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
On the wing, Shea. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Harrell, the pass to Morris. Now Beverley. He's guarded by Howard. Now here's Beverley. He's tightly guarded. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Shea knows to have his head up at all times, scanning the floor, because that way you can deliver to an open teammate on time, on target.
Clippers trail by 5. The pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And here's Beverley. A three-pointer off the mark. LeBron outside. And James throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Beverley. Out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Cook. Morris with the bucket.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Poked away. Cook, the pass to Shea. Davis dishes to LeBron. Paul George with the steal. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And the rejection by James. To the paint. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. Shea's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's George, and the rejection by LeBron.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, excellent shot block.
Good on the shot. Shea's got his second bucket tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the rejection by Harrell. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Cook. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Poke loose. Rondo with the steal. Shea passes to Davis. And that one, good. Davis has got 8 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Rondo against Jackson. Stolen by Zubac. On the wing, Williams. James covering. Down low. Shea with the block.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
James outside. Back to Shea. Shoots. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to James. 7 points in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the Lakers with some changes. Substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. Paul George, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris is out there with Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Clippers put on a show. He dropped in 34 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. He'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And a deep three from George, and again, no good by the Clippers.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's George, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Now George, that one doesn't drop.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Morris. Jackson from long range. The Lakers with the rebound. And it's the Lakers' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Leonard, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson.
We've got one of the hardest working players in the league at the line here. Shai works hard on all aspects of his game.
Fades back. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Goulier passes to Davis. And the rejection by Harrell. And stolen by Shai. And Shai throws it down.
Shai is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here's Shai. He's got 14. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
There's an aggressiveness to Shai's game that I think everybody can appreciate and respect. Prides himself on keeping pressure on the defense.
He's perfect from the line this time. Now here is George. From the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now, here is George. Here's the 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here is Howard. Shai with it. To the inside. James. And finished off by LeBron.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Passes it to Leonard. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now, here's George. And they get it. The rebound by Cook.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not.
Hey, D up on Leonard.